Fanatic. So today we're going to open up the Apollo 11 astronauts 50th anniversary. This is by DiD. And then we're going to do a side-by-side comparison after the unboxing with a Dragon version that is circa 2011. And it looks like, based on at least the photos on the outside of the box, this one might come up a little bit better as far as the details go. But let's take a look at this one. All right, so let's take a look at the box on this one. I'm a little confused by it. Now, I remember ordering this figure, but I don't remember the specifics about it. So it says Apollo 11 astronauts 50th anniversary. It doesn't say which of these three figures is in here, or are all three figures in here, and I don't remember when I ordered it. The back has pictures of individual ones and all three together, along with some close-ups of the accessories, and once again, no indication of whether I'm getting three figures or one. So this is going to be a surprise for me. Oh boy. Several seals on this box to undo, and I imagine, judging by the look of the box, this is going to be a backdrop as well. This is going to function as a backdrop. Initially, way back, I had a G.I. Joe 1/6 scale astronaut, and the quality of that is, you know, G.I. Joe quality. The gloves, for instance, just kind of were sort of this shell that went over the bare hands. And so if you looked at the underside of the glove, it was the hand itself. It was pretty badly done. Then I upgraded it to a Dragon version from 2011, and it had way more detail, except the gloves were still sculpted and the boots were sculpted, and especially the boots, they looked pretty bad sculpted. It looks like from the photo here, these are actually made out of material with maybe a sculpted rubber or plastic bottom. All right, there we go. Oh boy, almost have them. Kind of reminds me of my Patton figure box. Same thing going on. I think that was DiD as well. All right, so as I suspected, it is a base. This is going to function as the backdrop. Now I have to wonder if this is going to exclude having the American flag as an accessory because the flag is in the background already. I'm worried about that. All right, so we got a slip here. And let's see, is it one figure? Is it three? And it is one figure. All right. And it is, oh, well, it's Armstrong, my favorite. So I'm pleased either way. So let's take a closer look at this figure. All right. So very good likeness of Neil Armstrong. And they even did some layering on the paint with the hair, so very good. It's almost photorealistic. It's a little lacking in the detailing on the painting itself to be photorealistic, but the sculpt itself definitely could have taken it there. Very good detail on the astronaut's outfit. My goodness, there's a lot going on here, which means there'll be a lot to assemble further. So you've got the little gauge there. Let's see, some basic boot slips here. Attention to detail on the bottom there, nice. And these aren't metal, but they are sufficiently painted to look like metal. And they did a very good job with that. And of course you got the detail of the patchwork here. All right, Let's see what else it has. I'm very impressed so far. My goodness. All right. All right, so we got the helmet. A few different layers of helmet, it looks like. Back of the headpiece there. And then that kind of goes in there. And then that goes in there. And you got clear and reflective. My goodness, they went all the way with this. I love it. Yeah, this is going to be intense to put together. I already know. All right, the little bonnet. Very good stitching and everything. My goodness. All right, so right off the bat, I can already tell the gloves are a little bit better. So they have plastic endings or rubber endings here, but these are made out of material. And the boots, excellent. So we're gonna do a side-by-side with the Dragon version, and you'll see the difference between the boots here. The boots on the other one were definitely the worst part of the figure, but these are solid. I mean, they couldn't have done a better job on that. And then it looks like we got sections of the pack. There's a lot going on here as well. It's got some weight to it. All right, so it looks like that just kind of slides in. Like so. And they went so far as to put the detailing in here. They didn't have to do that, but look at that. They got wires in there. Like the real deal. The vents. Looks like this is snap closure there. Look at that. My God, they went all the way. You can even read there. Water reservoir recharge. Good job. Wow. All right, so hopefully this comes with instructions, because this already is starting to look pretty intense. A lot of things to plug in. Looks like some additional details. Maybe some backup buttons in case the other ones fall off. And then looks like if you want to add some additional decals, hopefully there'll be instructions on that as well. All right, don't know what that is. Nothing else there. Anything else? No, we're clear. All right, underneath we got 2 extra hands. Less than standard, but you know, you probably don't need them. Something other, I don't know, well, something else to plug in now. All right, you got camera. I don't know how that affixes in there, but there's a lot of moving pieces, just the camera alone. They could have just left this a sculpt as well, but you know, keeping in the theme of the whole thing, they've gone all the way with this figure. Just excellent detail all around. It's got some extra lenses for the camera itself. And the base, wow. This is a very good quality. First of all, it's almost like they took a imprint of the surface of the moon in reality and then miniaturized it. It's got Very good texturing, very realistic. It's got the imprints of the boots there. This is actually made out of wood, which is nice. Looks like that just comes out right there. You can put it back in. This has sort of a compacted foam bottom to it, so it'll protect whatever surface you rest it on. Then we got looks like some options for nameplate. I'm gonna have to see how this all works. It's got a tacky backing to it to affix. So let's see what else. Yeah, looks like that's it. So I'm gonna assemble this figure, and it's gonna probably take me a while. And then I'll put it on display. We'll do a side-by-side with the Dragon version, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so here's a side-by-side. To the left is the Dragon one from, I think it was 2013, 2011. And then this is the fresh 2019 one by DiD. You can see some major differences in the stitching if you look up close. So they kind of check the block on a lot of things, but they also cut some corners. It almost looks a little cartoonish on the Dragon one versus over here. The details are a little bit more refined. The stitching's a little bit better. But this is what I was talking about with the boots. So look at these, just a single plastic sculpt. The whole thing's just sculpted. And then come over here to this one, and you've got the actual details. So big difference there. The gloves, a little less detail in the Dragon than the DiD. If you look over here, this is another evidence of the lacking in detail of the Dragon one. So there's that there, and then that there. So obviously a little bit more detail there. One thing that the Dragon version did have is the flag. Now, if I take this out and I put it in the hole that's already there with the Dragon, with the DiD one, probably plug that hole a little bit better. See how much better that looks? I mean, the hole's already there. You could have just thrown the flag in. But I could see why they didn't actually place the placards. Because if we look at the box, so they're magnetic, so that on the sides, you can just put the three together if you buy all three of the Apollo 11 set, and then they go together like that. But if you had just this by itself, it looks a little weird if you've got one side just a straight edge versus the sculpted wood edge. So that's why you have the option here. So hope that made sense. Anyways, one thing that I noticed as I was putting it together is how challenging it was. It was probably one of the most challenging figures to assemble that I've gone through in a while. And it didn't help that there were no instructions. Come on, DiD, you left me hanging. Didn't know what to do. And I'm not even gonna touch this without any instructions. Because even the photos on here, see, if you take the cover off, look how detailed they get. They didn't need to do all that in there, inside the pack. But they did that anyway. Here's another shot of it. So, amazing, amazing. But if you're gonna give me this and say, go ahead and apply the decals, but not tell me where they go, or you're gonna give me a tool like this and not tell me what it's for, oh wait, I think I just figured it out. Yeah. There we go. All right, so that was the antenna. Never mind. All right, so I know what that's for. See, I'm learning as I go along. I don't want to have to. I want to be able to read about it. So, obviously, I'm going to put this one on eBay. You're going away. Here's the new upgrade. But there's a few shortcomings. All right. One, lack of instructions. Two, some of these things they don't stick into easily. You really maybe got to glue it down. I know. Some of you are gasping when I say that, but And then also the strap is about as far as it could go as far as snugness, and it's still very loose. But otherwise, just outstanding details. These are actually like, they're not even Velcro closure. These are snap closure. The snaps actually work. I've never seen anything like that. It's just amazing to me. So the zipper underneath, I mean, the attention to detail in areas that aren't even exposed is just I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. So despite the shortcomings that I previously mentioned, I'm going to give this figure a 9.7 on a scale of 1 to 10. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.